We're actually going to do this Jack Gordon one. I investigated the lab storing 1,000 frozen dead people. Lock in.
I am surrounded by hundreds of frozen dead bodies in these tubes.
What a YouTube intro, dude. There are dead people everywhere around me right now. We're starting in equivalently like a graveyard. But instead of underground, they're in vats frozen, waiting to be revived. Somebody's grabbing their reboot card, and it's only a matter of time before they hit the van.
Because I am inside the lab where people work every day to preserve these bodies better and better so that one day they can be unfrozen and brought back to life.
Bro, but I watched a video about how they actually plan on doing this, and I may be wrong on this, so, you know, this is me remembering it, but when they freeze you, even if they freeze you right after you die, you're brain dead, right? That's gone, right? You're dead as fuck. They have your dead body there, so they're able to encode your DNA and basically create a clone of you at some other point in the future. The problem is, even if they create a clone of you that potentially has all your memories, it's not you. You're dead. They just made a copy of you. You're dead as fuck. The perceiver that is you in your own conscious mind, when you die, if they freeze you, they're not bringing you back. They might bring a version of you back, but not you.
To rejoin us.
Because they're not going to unfreeze you and be like, and then you're just like, what year is it? What year is it? Like Walt Disney's going to come back.
In society. But what do they do all day? And what happens when they need to freeze a new body? Today, I'm spending 24 hours with the weirdest science lab in the world.
Isn't it expensive as fuck, dude? It's like what, like $250,000 to freeze your body or some shit? Maybe more. Because they have to leave you there for years. Like, you're just in, like, if you do this and you die, you're there for so long.
So there's a cat head in here, actually.
I don't know how they're letting me do this. They're in the other room right now. That's the person that's inside of that. This is essentially like an
Somebody froze their dog?
indoor massive cemetery. The difference is that these people aren't skeletons.
I'm shocked somebody paid for this for, like, an infant or a child. I feel like I always assumed the people that are doing this are, like, rich old people that don't want to die. And they're, like, the majority of the people here are probably, like, 80 years old.
They are perfectly preserved inside. And there's pictures on the outside and around the building for who's inside of the tubes.
I mean, honestly...
Oh, my God, dude. Can you do a still frame of all the people? That'd be so sick. Cryopreserved 2001, June. Cryopreserved June 10th, 2001. June 10th, 2001. Why were they all preserved at the same date?
I mean, honestly, the closest comparison I can give you, if you saw any of it, would be if you went to a wax museum.
Are their eyes open?
They look human. Not necessarily, not typically, no, because...
Oh, my God. Can we see one?
When you go through the process, you're dehydrating the body, so your eyes actually shrink a little bit.
That's James. He's the president of Alcor. And these are the scientists testing new freezing methods.
And I don't know, like, what temperature are they keeping your body at? Because if they fully froze you, wouldn't that cause more cellular damage? Like, how does that work? Because you have water in your cells, and if they freeze you, like, wouldn't that just be like, the end of like, it would preserve your body, but, like, you're not coming back.
Alcor is in the preservation business.
Got it.
The reversibility business is billion.
Reversibility, bringing people back to life, preservation, storing the bodies. So they don't even work on bringing them back. They don't even work on bringing them back. They're just, like, holding onto the bodies for an indefinite amount of time. Like, at what point are we going? And I'm assuming they have to have crazy generators here. Because, like, what if the fucking hurricane comes in, the power goes out?
Billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars. We don't have that.
So they're practicing on pig kidneys, trying different types of cryoprotective agents that work to prevent ice crystals from forming in the body.
M22
That's what I was just saying, because they have to freeze you, but they don't want your cells to get fucked up.
protectant before and after freezing. It's like essentially preservation of the structure. Yeah. No visible ice.
Because ice crystals would destroy the human organs. This is so they can preserve these people the best that they can.
Do you think that the people that are getting vitrified this week are going to have a much better chance than the people that were vitrified 50 years ago?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. For
Yeah.
Sure.
Do you feel like they have any hope, or?
Well, sure. I mean,
They're dead. I'm not trying to be disrespectful in that sense, but it's like, bro, they're not getting brought back. Like, You got frozen in 1995?
Jack, check this out. They're washing out the kidney.
Oh wow, is that
So
blood?
See that? It's yeah. I mean, so they're trying to clear out the blood that could form ice crystals and things.
Oh.
Eventually, yeah, swap it out with antifreeze essentially.
The antifreeze is the cryo.
Yeah, oh, hell yeah. All right, so we're going to fill our bodies with antifreeze, and then you're going to put me in a fucking vat and cool me down.
Protective agent?
Yes.
Okay.
Isn't that just the same thing as they're basically just embalming a body, no?
It's the basis of what we do for, human patients as well.
So the goal of this experiment is simple. They're testing 2 different cryoprotective agents, M22 and modified M22. And they're gonna see which one creates less ice crystals once they get them real cold.
We get the most random package.
Dude, Jack Gordon makes like the coolest fucking videos, dude. I don't know how he has this pull to go to these labs. He's interviewing the head of NASA. I'm like, Jack, how are you fucking getting this done, dude?
There's an Alcor. We're always trying to
Like the connections he has.
get upgraded.
Right.
He's a flat earther. No, Jack's not a flat earther. Holy misinformation. That is crazy you just said that.
Understand what this looks like?
Oh wow. This is a whoa.
right.
It is a female. This is a dummy now for our display to show people on tours.
Oh, okay.
What we do. Sometimes it's hard for people to imagine.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful. It is as random as it gets.
I feel like I have to blur this on YouTube.
Ethan, you want to help carry that? You know how to lift and throw people, right?
Oh wow.
Nice to meet you.
Yep.
We're waiting for this number to get to 51.5 and this number to get to 49.9.
And what does that mean?
That's the concentration needed to vitrify for those 2 different solutions.
And then you're going to scan it, or how are you going to see if ice crystals
Yeah,
form?
we take the kidneys off, slice them open, CT scan them, and then freeze them down to vitrify them. And then the next day, we pull them out, CT scan them again, so we can see the before and after.
I'm doing like a video about Alcor.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm a member.
Oh, cool. So what are you doing here
I
today?
have a question about someone who's frozen. I
Oh.
will be eventually, but this is about someone who's already in the doers. Are you
Come-
going to be a member?
Well, I hope he asks this guy a lot of questions. Like, do you think the average person that's getting frozen by Alcor believes that they're going to be brought back to life at a later date? Or do they know that like the odds are, number one, they're probably not going to ever be brought back, or 2, if they are, it's probably going to be a clone.
I don't know. Maybe. You think
Like, how would they bring you back is what I'm saying. Like, that's just not, you can't come back from being brain dead. So it's like, I don't know, is there a world where like they freeze you while you're alive or something? Like, I don't understand how they, because if you're in a coma, you're still alive, right? If your body's not working and you're being kept alive by machines, but your brain's working, you're still alive. The second you're brain dead, even if they're keeping you alive on machines in a hospital, the government has written you off as dead because you are never coming back. So it's like, once you're brain dead, they freeze you. Who gives a fuck? It's like they're just making sure that you're not rotting.
I should?
No. Come on, you can do it.
I'm pretty young. I have a while, I think.
Well, you never know.
You never know. Yeah.
And then, like, say you sign up for Alcor and then you die in a car crash and your body is fucking mangled, chopped. Do you get your money back? Does your family get, like, how does that work?
Of course, it's always affordability. If it works, cool. And if it doesn't, I'm
80 grand? What is neuropreservation whole body? So they'll just freeze your head? They'll cut your head off? What does that mean? Neuropreservation. Like, they're gonna fucking cut your head off and put it in a fucking vat, and maybe you'll be like a Futurama character at some point. Like Richard Nixon in Futurama. Editor, throw up a picture of that. Comprehensive member standby, cryopreservation, long-term storage, potential restoration. I love how it says that for both. As low with life insurance. You think life insurance is paying? What life insurance is paying for your body to get cryopreserved? What health insurance in the United States is paying for you to get fucking cryopreserved? Geico? I don't think Geico's. You think Geico's paying for that? No. $75 a month. Could you guys say Klarna? $220K?
dead anyway, so.
Right.
Can I say that the reason that I also believe that this isn't going to bring you back is because I know this is a lot of money. It's too cheap. Part of me would think that this is actually, if they were like $5 million and we'll freeze you. I'd go, oh, fuck, you might bring me back. You know, 5 million, 220K. It's like, that's a shitload of money, but 220K for a soft potential of you being brought back to life post-mortem is like not that much.
It's cool, and if it doesn't, I'm dead anyway, so.
Right.
I want to just take a second to come in here into the science lab and just kind of, you know, remember why all of this science is even being done in the first place. Behind me are hundreds of frozen dead bodies.
Show them.
Frozen, kind of not the right word. They would call it vitrification because they're inside of liquid nitrogen. And there's a chance that
they're sitting in a vat of liquid nitrogen, like they're floating in liquid nitrogen.
if one of the members
What?
of Alcor, someone that has signed up to be preserved here, dies today, which happens a few times every single week, that the whole experiment will get interrupted completely, and they're gonna have to go into go mode, go retrieve that person, get them here, and get them in the tube within hours so that they can be cryopreserved correctly.
So Steve,
Yeah, because you don't, like, right after they die, they gotta get them.
is our patient care director.
So you're the one in charge of making sure that this all keeps running.
That's right. These are temporary storage tanks while we get things prepared. So there's a cat head in here, actually. There's a cat
Seriously?
head. Yeah, there's a cat head.
Here's the thing, though, is, like, I would do this if I thought there was a chance they'd bring me back. But, like, if they were like, oh, we're sure we're going to be able to clone you, I would say, fuck that other version of me. I'm dying. I'd rather die and not exist than them to freeze me and create a clone of me that has my memories because I spent $220,000 to fucking fuck that guy, right? Fuck the clone of me. Screw him. Why do I want to fucking help him, right? I'm freezing myself. Well, just so I can create another version of me that gets to be like, oh, my name's Joe Bartolozzi.
Could I see or no?
Yeah, you can look in there if you want to. And it was successfully cryopreserved as well.
How's it going in here?
It's going good. We're almost done washing out the 4th kidney, and then we're gonna start ramping.
How much do you think these guys get paid per year?
Put all 4 into the bowls and start ramping the cryoprotectant.
Like, he seems like the head.
I got the fancy office chair.
That's one of the sponsors for his show, so you probably want to try that chair.
Yeah, you should try my chair.
Oh my god.
We don't
It's like sitting on heaven. Wait, what's the name of this company?
It's called Sihu.
Shihu, the best chair.
Did he bring that chair to them? Oh, maybe that was like a gift.
Amazing chair from Sihu.
There might be a hole in one of the kidneys because the flow rate just shot up.
What happens if there's a hole?
It's a problem. You gotta bypass it, or
We
if you can't.
fixed the hole. 110, that's a flow rate of about 60, which is pretty high, but
While the scientists tried to fix the hole,
so close.
my new friend Amaya, who brought in the dummy earlier, took me out to see their giant liquid nitrogen tank.
Right now we have a liquid nitrogen tank that fills up our patient's dewars. They're gonna have to take 2 semi-truck loads worth just to fill it with 7,000 gallons halfway.
And James wanted to show me the renovations that Alcor is working on.
So what we're trying to do is have the building designed in a way that when people come here, it actually kind of like tells the story.
And you're dying, the team that goes and gets you, so 1, 2, they go get you. Body is brought to Alcor and is prepared with the cryoprotective agent and whatever. You know, I want this to come in here and I want you to have a sense of arrival, that it's a place that has like a certain reverence to it.
And while his colleagues continued to figure out the hole in the
I can't tell if, like, I understand the work they're doing is still valid in the overall science community because they're working on preservation methods. But it's like, do you think any of these scientists are doing this work and genuinely going, yeah, we could probably bring somebody back? Or I feel like they're just doing, like, they'll say, oh, well, yeah, it's possible. Oh, yeah, maybe. But, like, in the back of their head, they're going, yeah, we're just preserving dead bodies.
kidney problem, one scientist took me to see the CT scanner room.
Scientists are passionate, yeah, but they're not working on bringing them back, is what I'm saying. All these Alcor scientists are only working on preserving the bodies.
Yeah, patients would, just lay down.
Are these like dead patients?
Yeah, for us, yes.
Are they already cold in any way when they go in here?
Yes, they come cold.
Then it gets vitrified, and is this just to get a brain scan before you vitrify it so you can compare it when you warm it later? Is that the idea?
Yeah.
What a job to say on like a first date, you know? Hey, what do you do for work? I freeze dead people. It's like it's like crazier than being like, oh, I work at a morgue. No, yeah, I like freeze dead people. We like pump their body full of fucking antifreeze and put them in a vat of liquid nitrogen. Yeah, they'll stay preserved for like 5,000 years.
Yeah, exactly.
But this also seems like
sometimes they don't have enough money to freeze their whole body, so we chop their head off and then put their head in a fucking vat because they only had 80K instead of 220. So we're kind of hoping for like a Futurama situation where we're able to like plug their body maybe into like a mecha robot, and then they'll be able to walk around and control it with their brain.
good time to mention that the science doesn't just have to apply to bringing back dead people. If these scans show that Alcor can really perfect the freezing and unfreezing process, then they can create an organ bank for anyone that needs an organ donated.
See, that's the really cool shit. That's what I was saying, is even though they're working on this because of preservation for the people that want to be able to like potentially live forever, like there's still value in their research regardless of whether or not they're able to bring people back.
Essentially just a giant freezer of organs ready to go and become unfrozen or unvitrified.
Yeah, and then you wouldn't have to have as many people sitting on wait lists for fucking years of their life trying to get a new kidney that's compatible or a liver or some shit.
This is our surgery and
oh my gosh,
our perfusion table. So
is this like what's the video camera for?
Video camera, we record all process happening.
Wow.
Whenever there's a case, because we gotta know what happened here. Right?
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, if there's children, they have to record.
Wow, so this is like a pretty typical surgery table.
I think it's customized a little bit. Here's like a cooling fan, and so the vapor, liquid nitrogen.
It's like so sad that people, it's like, I get it, where if you're like a really rich parent and your kid dies young, you're paying for them to be preserved. But it's just like so sad to think like the grief that somebody's going through as a parent to be like, I'm going to preserve my kid's dead body in hopes that like, you know, sometime in the fucking future of humanity, they could live a life.
Because this is not surgery on a live person.
Exactly. Yes.
Exactly.
Oh, they said case? Oh, I thought he said kids.
Yeah.
Okay, this is where the patients go after they get collected.
Well, either way, I mean, they did freeze, like, a child before.
And while they're dead, before they get vitrified. Because in this room, they get the patient ready for vitrification, and then using the CT scanner, they get a scan of what their brain looks like before getting vitrified. So that when they go in the tube, after they're, warmed up in the future, they can compare and make sure that it looks the same way and the least amount possible has been, destroyed. So this is crazy because this looks like any other, surgical room, except this is a room for dead people.
And meanwhile, luckily in the experiment room, the scientists had figured out the hole in the kidney problem.
So do you think there's a hole? Like, what's the update?
No, I think we're thinking it's just really high flow rates.
Is that good?
We're hoping it's a good sign.
Bro is actively, show his computer screen, bro's actively playing RuneScape right now. He is not tapped into this kidney transfer.
I think it's good.
Now it was go time, since the cryoprotective agent was fully pumped into the kidneys.
Has terminal concentration been reached on both?
Yep.
Okay.
So before anything could happen where anything might leak out, they needed to weigh them, get some before pictures, and bring them to the CT scanner. Remember.
Yo, isn't that disgusting? I mean, those are like animal kidneys, not like, we're animals, but those are other animal kidneys, not humans, but isn't that weird that like the inside, this is gonna sound so stupid. Like that's what your organs look like. Like if like the inside of your body is like fucking grossly, like it's just like you don't realize it because you're just outwardly looking at a human.
This is also they can
but oh my god,
compare this data to what these kidneys will look like after they vitrify them.
Then you see somebody fucking their stomach cut open, their fucking intestines are flopped out. Look.
To see which cryoprotective agent created less ice crystals.
But based on these before scans, they can already kind of tell which cryoprotective agent is going to win.
The modified M22 is doing better?
Yeah, and that's been very consistent with previous.
Or that's why, like, if you get surgery, like, if you ever had surgery, the doctor will come in with a Sharpie and talk to you before you get put under and mark which leg or arm they're doing, because it's happened many times in the past, in, like, earlier fucking older medical history days and even modern, where it's like, you need surgery on your left leg, and then they end up doing surgery on your right leg because there was miscommunication, and then you come out of anesthesia and you're like, my leg's still fucked up. And they did the wrong one.
Experiments.
But of course, the most important before scan was in the CT scan. But then it broke. So James had a last-minute idea.
Do we know how CPA appears using ultraviolet light?
I have no idea.
But think about it. If it fluoresces, you can do something where you can see.
Yeah, so what about like UV rays? Like, I mean, when you think about like plants and stuff, I think I was just trying to get into the conversation. Well, you know, like what about a CPA agent? I mean, like the visible human light spectrum is, you know, only between like these two margins, and then like Bluetooth uses like another visible light spectrum, and then there's like radio waves as well. So, I mean, like when you think about it, are we able to use that in some way to potentially cryo-freeze these bodies?
The perfusion throughout the whole organ with the right kind of
filter.
filter.
Oh yeah, obviously the perfusion.
You could actually see diffusion throughout the organ.
This is how science progresses sometimes. Someone throws out an idea and then you start troubleshooting and figuring out.
Might have looked
Bro, but they do this every day. Like, what are they doing? That's what I'm saying. I don't understand. Like, every day they're just, like, trying to freeze kidneys or organs differently. Outside of freezing the bodies that they are.
As fast as you can, you plunge down to negative 110 degrees. And then from there, we're going to go like...
Negative 110 degrees? That's how cold they're going?
4 degrees every hour until it gets to liquid nitrogen temperature.
What the fuck did that say? Human remains release form? Required documentation must accompany patient for transportation to Alcor. Oh, they have to prove that, like, they have the permission to fucking pick up this dead body and bring him to the vat to get frozen. That was a good video, bro. That was genuinely a good video. I kind of wish he went more into, like, there was probably, like, a level of respect he had to give to the people that were dead there, but it would have been really interesting to, like, read their lives of, like, who these people are that got frozen. One of the coolest museums, chat, if you're ever in Philadelphia, is called the Mutter Museum. It's a museum of dead oddities, and they have walls of skulls, walls of dead people, and how they died. And it's fascinating. It's like hundreds of skulls, though. And it's like people from anywhere between like 20 years ago and like 600 years ago.